Hello and welcome to another episode of Power On Podcast. It has been a hot minute. Hope everybody's doing well. I am joined with the ethereal, the what other words I want to use? The phantasmal Sushi B. How's it going?
That sounds like I've passed on from the living, entered some other, I don't know, some other's zeitgeist, of some sort.
Not quite. You just you are there, but sometimes not there. You just kind of pop in and out when the times demand it.
The wind blows me in.
Right. Oh gracious! But how's it going?
Calmer, silent sea breeze, maybe.
Yeah, it's a nice zephyr, kind of coming through. Gracious. But yeah, how's
I've
it
been
going?
all right. I did preface this with you prior to starting, though. I am going to steal one of your old videos because I am the new Gaijin gaming gimp.
Oh no!
Because
Oh,
I I was out on a soccer pitch, some young kids playing around, and I decided I was gonna try to kick a ball and took a spill. I believe that was the story
oh.
you had years ago,
Yes. Yeah. Well.
something at least similar.
Yeah. I was unaware slash completely forgot that second base and all the other bases had been taken out, and yeah, I stepped in to where that base would have been, and busted up my ankle pretty good. But yeah, are you all right?
It's getting better. It's been a little while now, so but it was more of a like kind of a fall forward. So I kind of rolled on the side of the foot, like the outer side
Hmm.
of the top part of the just between where the toe, there's that kind of bend.
Hmm.
There's like where the bone hits there. So I kind of landed on that spot and kind of fell forward, and it's taking a long time to heal because you're just always on your feet, right?
Right.
You kind of take a break and everything like that. So just hard to let your feet heal unless you're just legitimately sitting in bed for weeks and weeks. But
Hmm.
not
Ain't
really
got
an
time for
option
that.
when you got to get to work and so forth.
Right.
Yeah. So it's coming along, but it's a slow process.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I was
It's all good.
not aware of that. So hopefully it will continue to heal. And there's no long-term damage or anything of the sort.
I've been to a few doctors now, and then none of them believe so. Just more of like a deep tissue
Uh,
injury of some type. Not necessarily a tear or anything, but just a really deep tissue injury.
gotcha.
But it won't derail our topic here, which should be a good one. This is the one that we're kind of revisiting.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, it's been a hot minute since we've been able to record anything, and um,
Hmm.
you know, uh, I was just talking to just before recording there. Like the year has not started off terribly great. I got the flu. My computer went
Right.
kaput. Just a bunch of other general life stuff. It's just like, oh man, let's turn the page from that month and let's have a better month and better year moving forward.
Right.
So
Right.
um,
Right.
yeah, so it's just kind of been one of those things, and then we've been it's been what we've been trying to like set this up for about 2 or 3 weeks, a month. It's just probably about a
Uh,
month or so.
Closer to a month, I think now, because yeah, you got sick and just you know, life gets in the way sometimes of these things.
Right. So, but yeah, it is. It's the for the listeners out there that, and you can tell by the title, but the topic is building your robot nestas. We're revisiting that. I don't know if this was your suggestion due to the announcement of dual. What was that? Dual, is it dual gear? Dual What's the
Dual
new?
Overdrive or
Oh,
something like that, or
thank you. Dual Overdrive for
something
the new
something like that. Yeah.
something like that.
Um,
The new Blue
I
Bomber Mega
can't
Man.
recall. I can't recall if that. I mean, I'm sure that played a role. I know also in the last few weeks I've finally picked up. Like I bought it a while ago, just never got around to playing that Gravity Circuit game,
Okay, all right.
and
Slade would be
it's all
very
right. You
happy.
might enjoy it.
I think Slade
Yeah,
really
you
liked
might
that
enjoy
game.
it.
So
Yeah, I finding it's okay. It plays kind of like Mega Man, but it doesn't. So it does take some getting used to.
mm,
Um, it's okay. I don't love it. It's fine. It's got good music. Graphically, it looks really good. It's a well-made game. Just,
okay.
you know, I guess my brain is sort of expecting certain gameplay style because it is so similar to Mega Man, but this game doesn't really have projectiles, so you have to get really close and more punching
So
and
more
striking
like
from a very short, close distance.
oh, what's that? What's the one with the really the Shatterhand? What was that?
Shatterhand.
Yeah, is it kind of
I
like
never played
that?
Shatterhand, but yeah, I haven't played that one, but probably more similar to something, yeah, or Kickmaster or something in that vein,
Okay,
rather than, yeah, more like a Mega Man where you can shoot across the screen and stuff. So it
gotcha,
takes
gotcha.
getting used to. There's like a grappling hook and things like that.
Okay, I see, I
Yeah.
see.
I'll probably also weigh in on my brain a little bit.
Uh oh, you all right there? You just cut
I'm
out.
all right. There's a little.
Okay. Oh, okay, you said what you said. I thought there was going to be a little more to what you're saying. I'm like, oh, here we go.
No, fortunately, I'm not that exciting.
Oh no. Uh,
Perhaps our robot masters are.
I actually, uh, full disclosure, I totally did not think of this until I had sent you those messages. So I had kind of been mulling some stuff over, but nothing I didn't put pen to paper on. And then I did
Hmm.
last night because I was like, oh, you know what? I think I got this. I got this. So I these are in the moment, as a lot of things are in life for me. So, if these sound like bad
Well,
ideas, just blame me from last night.
I went and listened to the old podcast, and we'll have to put a little asterisk on this one since Greg can't join us, RPG Swagman.
Yeah.
But I was really surprised at how many we came up with the last time, and so I wanted to listen to it just because it's something I haven't revisited in a while, and I didn't want to tread ground again if possible.
Yeah. That
I will
is
give you a
fair.
who's who of who is on there. I don't know if you went back and listened.
I did not because I in one hand I would think it would be absolutely hilarious if I somehow had the same ones, but I know I don't. Like I just know I
Okay.
don't. But
So
please,
do you want
please.
me to just list them off
Yeah,
quick?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I listened to the whole thing. So we had, and I won't name like who named them, but we had Scorpion Woman, Jazz Man, Summit Man, Diaper Man, Monopoly Man. I know I did Diaper Man. Inferno Woman, or like slash Blast Woman, Achilles Man, Muck Man, Mustache Man, Mock Man, as in like a jet fighter, Jester Man, Mirror Man, Rubber Man, Matador Man, a Drain Man, but there is a Drain Man now, Hush Man, Time Man, Armor Woman, Pulsar Man, Triangle Man, Universe Man. Still more. I think the last like 15 were just me rattling off random words.
Probably.
Amazon Woman, Donut Man, Streaker Man,
Oh gracious.
Clown Clown Man, but there is a Clown Man, is there not?
Yeah, and eight, I think, isn't it? I think eight
Yeah, I
has a
thought there
clown
was.
man.
Uh, Medical Man, Wig Woman, which
Oh,
was I got a good chuckle out of. Picnic Man, Alcohol Man, Mineral Man, Dig Woman, Umbrella Man, and randomly Marshmallow Man was the last.
oh, hey, I think you just rattled off a whole bunch.
I think I did. And then I
Okay,
think it
so
was just me and Greg having
a
Fun
goof.
banter at the end.
So, disclosure before getting into any of these, I set it up to be chained so that there may be a couple of them that my idea is like, okay, if I was to play this, here are the robot masters, and then here's a line of them, and then you could certainly jump in at certain points, but and so I did it that way so that you have the robot, the aesthetics for the level, the power up, their kind of attacks go from there. But yeah, so I did it that way this time. I don't remember if did I do it that way before, or we just have a whole bunch of them?
I think you did, yes, because I
Okay.
remember you had like Muckman was one of yours.
All
You
right.
were talking about the power up that it would have and like what would happen on the stage. And I think
Gotcha.
it's a
Gotcha.
little hazy now because it was a few days ago. But you had like Muckman, so like Mega Man would be wading through like really heavy viscous sludge and things like
Swampy.
that. You definitely you definitely had on that route.
Okay, so
I
my
think Greg
thought
and I were
process,
just more.
my thought process is the same, different results.
I did.
Because
I didn't put my Robot Masters in any order, so there. I mean, that would be like a later development problem, I guess, if you were
gotcha,
to
gotcha.
solve. I just more so just picked some masters to go with.
Okay. All right, then. Do you
You
want to?
want to get started?
Yeah. Do you want to kick us off, or do you want me to start?
Um, I'm totally fine either way. I think I started the very last time on the previous episode. Why don't you start this time?
Okay, I'll start us off. So, these are not necessarily. This is not like a general themed one, kind of like how Mega Man 6 was, where it's like, oh, these are, or Mega Man 5, where there was
Hmm.
like an overarching theme for the Robot Masters. They are different. So, the first one I have up here is Mothman. Now, I know we have Moth
I should have
from
seen this one
X2.
coming.
And it was the first one I wrote down. I was like, yes. But obviously, this is
Prophecies are true.
yeah, this is going to lean more into the spooky side with like the Point
Hmm.
Pleasant Mothman. So this is kind of more of like a Shade Man veneer kind of vibe.
Hmm.
You get like bridge aesthetics and maybe like a cavern or oh like an industrial plant of some sort, kind of nearby. The power up I was thinking would be something akin to how Gemini Man from Mega Man 3 attacked, where he split into two. So it would be kind of similar to the power up you get in the original Ninja Gaiden 2. And it drains like
Oh,
Flashman, so
the
you would.
like the shadows or whatever.
Yeah. But it would drain like
Hmm.
Flashman, so you would have it, but only for a little bit of time. Um,
Hmm.
and Mothman would have kind of like a flying attack, kind of swooping down to get you in like a stop time sort of thing, similar to Brightman's for Mega Man 4.
Hmm.
Using if like a straight shot instead of like the whole screen effect, and perhaps
Hmm.
maybe even causing like the floors to temporarily fall out, or like some of the floor tiles to temporarily fall out or something. So, yeah, that was the first one I thought of. I was like, yeah, totally. I mean,
But like when you're saying Mothman, I'm thinking like of an attic of a house, like some kind of spooky. That's what I think of when you're talking about Mothman.
well, we have Morph Moth, right? So, and that one's more of like a fire. If I no, not fire. Um, how does
Was it
Morph?
X2 that had
Yeah, it was
moth?
X2.
Like junk moth or something? Wasn't it? Wasn't it in
No,
a
junk.
junkyard?
Junk
Was
is
that it? There was another
that's
one.
yeah. There is another one that was from Mega Man 7.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's why I wanted to go the spooky cryptid
Hmm.
Mothman, um,
Hmm.
a la Shade Man from 7 as well.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, you get the power up of a double shot, kind of a temporary double shot that mirrors Mega Man forward. as opposed to backwards. So it kind of gives it that. Like I think I call the ability future sight, just as I don't know. I was couldn't think of anything else. Maybe double image or something. But so that's my first robot master.
I could see the sort of, I don't know, silhouette or second Mega Man looking like, is it Plugman that has that in 9 where you run past that little black space, and then as you're running, there's that Shadow Mega Man that chases after you?
I don't know.
I can see it kind of looking like that.
Well, it's not Plug Man. It's Jewel Man. I think it's. Well, there's no. I don't think there's a Plug Man in it.
I can't remember.
Is it Plug?
It's from 9, though.
Right. Maybe it is Plug Man. I mean, I didn't. For some reason, I didn't think there was a Plug Man in 9.
That's just sort of like if it was in the 8-bit style. That's kind of how I envision the sort of second Mega Man coming out and looking at like a shadow of him.
Kind of shadow. Yeah. Actually, yeah. No, that's a good point. And I think it is Plug Man. I mean, how is it that I don't remember 9? Like a lot. The one Mega Man I'm actually like really good at. I don't really remember the Robot Master. Oh boy. All right,
it's all in the muscle memory now.
Evidently, those muscles have atrophied something fierce. But oh boy. All right. Yeah. So over to you.
Okay, so my first one I'm going to go with is Cruise Man. Cruise Man, as in cruise missiles. So
Not like Tom Cruise?
Like, missile silo stage. We could do Tom Cruise, doing a bunch of Mission Impossible stuff. Man Impossible.
Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, cruise missile.
It's all good. But yeah, so I kind of see him looking a little bit like... what's the one from 10? Is it Nitro Man? That is kind of like a motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of. Just that, like, I like the checkered pattern, like the red as the top of the missile with the kind of black and white checkered pattern around it. And I could like see that as part of the stage. And at the very end of the stage is you have to ride like a giant cruise missile up to the Robot Master's lair. You have to like jump off at the right time and stuff, so you don't blow up by the time. And it would have like a little timer on it, so you could see roughly how much time you have to work your way up this missile to the top and jump off, kind of thing.
Okay.
And then for the master himself, just see, again, nothing too incredibly fancy or anything like that. Maybe just has like a helmet that's similar to the Nitro Man look, with being less of a motorcycle, and just again his probably having some kind of cruise missile that locks onto Mega Man and chases him down. Kind of see that just being what Mega Man's weapon would be, where you can kind of maneuver it around the screen. A lot of the Mega Man games now have something that you can maneuver around to blow up like a little wall or something to get, whether it's a free life or an E-tank or whatever it is. So, just kind of having that control over the missile. Is it Drill Man that has something like that? There's somebody else that has something similar.
Yeah, well, Drill Man has it where you detonate it. And you have to detonate it, because that's the only way you can beat Violent Machine.
Yeah. Okay. I thought there's something... Maybe I'm not, but I can see like the little explosion being similar to Crash Man's, when his like crash bomb hits the wall and it does that little explosion. See like something similar to that when it does hit its target.
Okay.
Just kind of a straightforward, simple one to start.
No, I get you. I'm just kind of getting it in my head. I do like the idea of the cruise missile there and having to jump off at a certain point. Because sometimes they'd bring in the explosion things, but they'd bring them in really weird levels. Like in Mega Man 6, they had the timer that you would have to hit for Blizzard Man's stage, and it's like, why are there bombs here at Blizzard Man's stage? Little discordant.
9 and 10 have those ones where you did on them, and then they counted down. You have to jump off.
Yes. Yeah.
Kind of like light bulbs.
Right. Yeah.
Kind of like stages those ones are on, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a little wonky, but I get it. So all right. What would it would just be called cruise missiles? The weapon. I don't know if you named your.
Yeah, probably something just straight. Yeah, okay. Cruise missile probably. Yeah, nothing too fancy. T cruise missile.
All right, all right, all right. Okay, back to me, huh?
What you got next?
So, you get this power up of Mothman, and mind you, there's like I said, there's some of them you could probably, or not probably, but you can beat before. But you have the next up in the chain here is Farm Man.
Oh man.
Farm Man, yeah. So you get like comfy
Hmm.
rural vibes, and robot
Hmm.
animals, a la, Sonic the Hedgehog with Robotnik, but or Eggman or whatever, or Egghead or whatever the hell is Eggman, right? That's. But yeah, so you kind of get that sort of farm aesthetic.
Jim Carrey starring as Egghead.
Uh, I
So there
look,
is.
I
Do
just
you remember the old '60s Batman?
I did not really
The old
watch it.
'60s Batman
Uh,
show.
I'm aware of it, but I
At
didn't really
least on
watch
the
it.
Vincent Price played a new character on there called Egghead. That was like not a original. Like it was originally made just for the show, and it's Vincent Price.
Oh goodness.
I have no idea why I remember this, but
Uh, just random knowledge, right?
anyways, yeah, no, that sounds cool. So what else would be on this day? Is your we didn't really clarify. Is your game going to be in an 8-bit style? Is it more of like a Mega
Yes,
Man 11
it's
style? Or
more
you see it
it's
as an
more an
8-bit?
8-bit style. That's what I envision.
Okay, me as well. It's somewhere between an 8 and 16.
Okay, gotcha. So, but yeah, it's just kind of that rural aesthetic of the farm. Yeah, you can see, and just if you're familiar with like close your eyes and farm aesthetic, like at least in a American setting, you just have just like a good old red barn. I see something with like fencing. I don't know why, but like the fencing, always just for whatever reason wooden picket
You
fence
easily
there
do like electric fencing,
instead,
like
right?
yeah, like some kind of way to get hit. They have to jump over them or something.
Yeah. So yeah, jumping on post to post or something instead. But
You can do
yeah,
a lot with that stage, right? Like you have
right.
horses and tractors that have faces on them that drive at you and all
Mm-hmm.
kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yeah.
so is his power up going to be like the hay bale or something?
Oh, so no, his power up is going to be akin to the concrete shot from Mega Man 9. It's going to be
Hmm.
similar to that. So, but it's called Speed Sitter or Speed Sitter. How about Seed Spitter? If I can learn how to read and talk, Seed Spitter. So it's kind of got that similar arc and trajectory. It's short. Instead of making a concrete block you jump on, instead it sprouts up a temporary plant that serves as a platform itself. So
Like a
it's more of an
sunflower?
yeah, you can do a sunflower or something, but it's more of an
Hmm.
elevated, not like too high, but just like a stack maybe two concrete blocks on each other, or concrete shots on each other, and use that. It plus the benefit of being able to go under it, so it can serve as a shield overhead.
Hmm.
And it causes a little bit of damage to be hit by the shot, but more damage for it to spring up. So it's like you shoot it and then it hits and then it kind of springs up, um,
Hmm.
as kind of the evolution of that sort of thing. So that it attack like the farmer robot is it's got his the robot overalls. Maybe a little
Torque?
pitchfork or something, or um, like it's got to have the corn cob, the whatever the cob pipe,
Yeah.
right, and then good old just a straw hat kind of thing. Um,
Hmm. That's
however,
great.
with this one, he would have a similar attack and just kind of be able to spit and then jump onto his own platforms. And it would, like I said, it would last temporarily, similarly to the concrete shot. So it would spring up, be there for a few moments, and then kind of just disintegrate and just that. But when health drops below, or to half or below, becomes very aggressive and would use the pitchfork, or I thought of like a spray shotgun kind of idea, where just kind of it wouldn't maybe reach the whole screen, but it would kind of shoot out maybe like a half the screen, or no, not half the screen, but like a third of the distance of the screen or so, just a short distance, but it's a long array, so you've got to avoid. So
You said spray. I thought he was gonna go like a herbicide gun or something.
I mean, maybe it could kind of be like that. That actually would not be a bad idea. Like make it like a spray that slows you down or something.
The mini boss of this stage has to be like a harvest combine.
Right.
Like as a mini boss. Like, wouldn't that be cool? Like, you have to shoot it back because it keeps kind of trying
Oh,
to
like one of
towards
those. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you can make this. This is a great idea. Like there's a lot you could do with this idea.
Do with the fencing, so you're hopping from post to post and having to shoot it back or something.
I could see like scarecrows on this stage, and, like the crows flying up and attacking you. Things like that. They would be in the same pattern as the Ninja Gaiden one. Like crows. It'd be really frustrating.
Those are falcons though.
Or the falcons will get funny, or the frustrating birds and that kind of stuff.
The crows are Castlevania. You can get the Castlevania crows do their thing. Just a lot quicker or something.
Medusa heads randomly and.
But yeah, that's
I could see the scarecrows. So I was gonna say, I can see the scarecrows. What is the enemy that has the axe? It's like kind of chopping those blocks at you with that has the spikes. Which ones I'm talking about?
Which
spikes
game?
come up from the. I can't remember which game. This is the thing. I can picture the robot, but I can't remember which game exactly. It's an 8-bit character. It's the ones where these things come up from the. Oh no, maybe it is. Is it Mega Man X? Maybe it's Mega Man X. Where these like little platform chunks come up. I think it's like 3 at a time, and then this robot hits them like with its axe, so they come flying at you, and they have spikes on them. Anyways, I could see some like the scarecrow having something like that, like
where the pillar, where it's a column.
It's like a column, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think that is X that you're thinking of, because I think they're in the penguin stage.
Maybe yeah, something like that. So,
or at least that's what I remember.
I could see like just flipping it with the scarecrow hitting hay bales that kind of bounce towards you or something.
But yeah,
Great
you
idea.
have now thank you. You've now equipped with a seed spitter. So over to you.
All right. That's a hard one to follow up. That's a really good idea. We'll go with I don't know if I feel like we've talked about this at some point, and I didn't hear it in the previous episode, but I really would like to see a theater man.
Okay.
And I see this robot master looking a little bit like Phantom of the Opera, with like a half
All right.
of its face covered
Yeah.
black, and then like a mask on the other half. So a little bit similar to the original look of Meta Knight in Kirby's Adventure. Something more akin to that than how Meta Knight looks now. Meta Knight now is a lot more. The design is a lot heavier, right? Like it wasn't as simplified as it used to be. The wings, everything now, right? The yellow eyes, the way the face mask is, and everything now with the kind of. You just see like scuffs on it and things like that. So I kind of see it being more like the original Meta Knight design.
Okay.
And having like a cape maybe and that kind of thing. Like it's piano, like as you come in, like the Royal Master playing his piano before starting the fight kind of thing. I just think that'd be a really cool aesthetic. And then you could easily do it in a theater, right? Where Mega Man's dealing with falling, light, projectiles, maybe curtains, like a part of where the curtains kind of open and shut on the sides, and like Mega Man has to jump to a certain spot so it doesn't.
Is it obtuse? is it obfuscating the visual, or is it so you can hop onto it so it becomes a
I,
physical?
I know I would see it like it would cover like the screen,
Okay.
kind of like the curtain in Mario 3, but coming from
Mm-hmm.
the sides.
Yeah.
You'd have to get behind an object so it doesn't hit you or
Gotcha.
something like
Gotcha.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, so just kind of almost breaking the fourth wall a little bit with that
Mm-hmm.
kind of technique. I think there's a lot you can do with a theater theme, right, like that. So can't think of any specific robots that would be cool for that exactly. Maybe like ballet dancers and things like something, just anything on the stage, really, any kind of
Right.
stage
Right.
characters.
It could be like a oh it would yeah, I think it would be pretty neat to have it be almost akin to, like you said, the Mario 3 thing, but instead the props come
Mm.
alive, quote unquote, as robots, so
Mm.
you're having to like keep an eye on the actual setting instead of just, oh, there's a robot. Boom, 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 boom.
Right. I thought of like a mid boss being the comedy tragedy masks,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
like from Greek theater kind of
Hmm.
thing, like that very kind of symbolic of the arts, kind of those two masks, and
Right.
maybe at first they're together and then they break apart and you have to fight them, kind of like those. It's Mega Man 10 that has those two kind of phoenix birds or whatever they are
Right.
that turn into fireballs, something into that. That would be
Okay.
kind of neat. Very very neat theater setting with Theater Man.
What kind of power up would you get from it?
I kind of had a hard time thinking of something that made a lot of sense, but um, I don't know if you can come up with something on the fly, but that part
Because
was kind of
when you
left.
say that, I get Magic Man from, what was that, Rockman at Base. I think
Mm,
it had the car. Or was that eight? It might have been eight. Where he had that. I think it's single card, almost a la Gambit from X Men.
yeah,
I
he
could
had
be
the
wrong.
card girl thing. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. So like
yeah.
that's. I know that's
That
not
was
the
that
same.
was used to catch items too, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Actually,
like your
so
like
it was in
distance
Rockman and
to
Base.
grab
I think
items.
because I think you had to use
Mm.
that for Rockman and Base from certain thing. Anyways, um, yeah, it's been forever since I played.
I seen it more as like maybe like your man had a rapier or an epi or something, right, where you kind of fought you a little closer.
Okay, so kind of
I thought of maybe something more like that.
like a like a drill attack, but it's a drill that's close range.
Kind
Not
of
saying it's a
maybe, or
drill, but like
something.
um,
Yeah, like Blade
more of
Man.
like
I know Blade Man has a bit more projectile, but
yeah, maybe more akin to
just
how some of the
something like
power
that.
ups in Mega Man Legends worked, where it was some of those really close range things.
Maybe something like that.
Okay, that's
Hmm.
really neat. I do have a similar one, but that'll come up a little later. So not
Sure.
quite. They tangentially related.
Okay.
So, all right, but all right. No, I like that. That's good to hit the theater, um, and not just oh yeah. It's a setting that really hasn't been touched terribly much on. I mean, kind of get it with what's was that? Is it Chill Man in 11? That's the ice skater.
Thunder Man? No, is it? No, which one is that?
Chill Man or something. It's one of the. It's the ice one
Chill
from
Man?
Mega Man 11. Um,
Isn't Chill Man from 10? Isn't Chill Man the one that has sort of like the ice block around its head? Am I Chill
maybe
Man? There's so many
just
fire
ice.
and ice based. Yeah, like
Mm,
oh, yeah, I can't recall. I know I remember the stage because it had like the dinosaur
right.
bone in the back or whatever, right, for the boss level, and
I know it's
that boss has had the like the long ice hair,
right. Well,
like
yeah, and
ponytail,
it's
very long,
also it's
yeah,
also
skating
a
around.
it's a Dr. Cossack creation, right? So props to Cossack for still
Mhm.
making things.
Probably just one of those like got to keep the patent going, right? Like the studios if they don't make a film every 10 years, if they lose the license to that property.
Oh,
Or
lordy,
watch out
lordy,
that
lordy.
Hulk movie, otherwise you're gonna lose the license.
Oh
Give him
boy.
one of those. He's gonna lose his license on any ice-based robots if he doesn't pump one out.
All right. Okay, so my next one. So now you've got you took out Mothman, took out Farmer Man. Next one here, I couldn't quite decide which one I wanted to go for the name at first. I think I'm going to lean with Soil Man. I was thinking about Earth Man, but then I was like, no, because we already got like the
Soiled
Neptune.
man.
No, yeah, right, yeah. That was the only thing I was afraid of. Is that yes. Uh,
Maybe Soiled Man is friends with Diaper Man.
no,
Okay, so Soil Man.
no. But
How is this going to be different from Farmer Man, I guess?
yeah, the aesthetic is kind of you got the like a maybe like a quarry, um, and then mountainous with rock slides
Hmm.
and the like.
Yeah.
So that kind of terrain is probably similar to oh, what the heck was the one in five that was like that? What was that? Oh, what was the one where you get the terrible rock shield? What was that one? Was it just
Oh, is that from Stone Man or something?
Stone Man? Thank you. Yes, it is Stone Man. Um,
I think that is five, yeah.
yeah, so it'd probably be very similar to that. Um, you're dealing with rock slides and the like. However, the robot would probably be more scientific looking. So by the time you get
Mhm.
through all the way, you get to kind of a laboratory, and it is taking soil samples, right? And
Okay.
yeah. So it's a little bit of a switcheroo with that. Um, but yeah, they'd be able to cause like avalanches. So here's where Farmer Man counters this: is the avalanches that the Soil Man would be able to cause would be like columns flowing down, and if you
Hmm.
spit it out, it'll make that temporary shield so you can block I'll block the soil from falling on you. Um, that sort of way, and um, the power up is also the attack that one of the attacks that he would have, which is a rock slide. So he'd be able to shoot a wave of soil with Soil Man who almost look maybe like throwing a beaker out that kind of he turns into like a whole bunch of dirt.
Hmm.
But shoot a wave of soil that you can ride temporarily to boost jump distance and cover gaps.
Hmm.
So
It's
kind of
like
similar to the
Dash almost.
well, kind of, but I was thinking more of like the that arrow from Mega Man 5 that you can
Hmm.
shoot and it temporarily stops and then you can hop on it and stuff. This one you'd have to shoot while running and then so it would be like a predetermined um, length of time that the that when you hit fire that it goes for. All right, so
Hmm.
say maybe like a second or two, and then during that moment you hop on it and it has a where the speed, I keep on saying speed, the seed spitter would be like the short little arcing range. This one would be more of a medium, so you'd have enough time to hop onto it and then to move and then hop again, but then be like a elongated jump.
Hmm.
So
Did you
um,
say that weapon had a name? Was it the landslide you called it?
no, I called it rock slide, um, just
Rockslide.
because of because of wink and nodding to Rockman and stuff, and it's
Right, right,
but
right.
landslide could work too, but
Okay. I think Soil Man would be fearful of Erosion Man, dwindling him down to nothing. That's a good one, Soil Man.
yeah. So, but yeah, that is why I did not have any. Sorry, I'm looking for a pen because I want to make sure I make notes on stuff. But yeah, I don't really have an a terribly good idea for a mid boss for that one. Not everyone has a mid boss, so
No, I mean, no, not every stage has. Most of them don't.
yeah, thank mercy. But yeah, okay. So
You should have four of eight.
that
Really
was
have.
the third one.
Sound about right?
That was number three.
Uh, am I on? I'm on my third.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, like you, yours is in order and mine is not. So I will put this one. I'm okay. I'm gonna go with the easier one because the other one's this one. I like the idea, but I can't fully commit to it, I suppose.
Okay,
I have well, it's. I'll explain later.
that's fine.
Rescue Man. So Rescue
Okay.
Man. I was kind of inspired with your pick of Summit Man before.
Uh huh.
The Rescue Man as kind of being similar to like a wintry stage, kind of a mountainous stage, where there would be things like Saint Bernard style robot enemies and things like that, where Rescue Man's job is to rescue hikers off of mountains and things like that. So I kind of like that idea of you had for Summit Man where you had to kind of traverse all the way up to the top of the mountain kind of thing. I wouldn't quite go that far with Rescue Man, but something similar to that, where you're kind of slowly going up multiple smaller mountains until you kind of get to the point where it leads you up to the Robot Master's chambers. So it just kind of, utilizing that sort of avalanche feel like you were talking about, where snow can push you down back into a pit or things like that. For Rescue Man, the character would just have kind of like that classic red cross, kind of on the forehead and on the chest, and maybe like a flag or two on its back, like signal flags of some kind.
Have a little
Probably
little
primarily.
barrel of drink like the Bernards.
Yes, yes. Some schnapps. It's a fairly simple design for Rescue Man. And then for Rescue Man, I kind of thought of the weapon being similar to, is that Sting Chameleon from Mega Man X?
Okay.
Rescue Man's would be more like a lasso type thing, because it'd be, like pulling somebody out of the snow kind of thing. Kind of like a lasso weapon that Mega Man could use to grab items, since a lot of games do have that. Okay, it's behind a wall, you can't go through the wall. That sort
Okay.
of way of reaching farther away items.
Oh, pause. I don't to pivot back real quick to Soil Man. That ability would be able to knock down the walls like some of the other weapons that would blast
Oh,
through
okay.
like strong walls. So yeah, that was another added benefit of it. But yeah, sorry. Okay, but no, I like the lasso
So okay.
idea. I,
So
I like the lasso idea, but
that's a
it always bummed me when I would go through a level and see something to be like, oh, I need an ability for that.
yeah, I know. But I think most of these new Mega Man games where you can return to stages now, right? Where the older ones you couldn't. So if you make a mistake, you can at least warp in and warp out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was the idea for Rescue Man?
All right, I like that. I like that, especially because you can still tap into the snow vibe without it necessarily being, like a snow
An
themed.
ice robot or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, all right. Okay, so my next one here is this one leans. I would say this one leans pretty heavy into Storm Eagle esque. It is Falcon Man. So, however, Falcon Man would be akin to being one of the more obnoxious bosses because it would be like Quickman in speed, but being able to fly. Yeah,
Mm.
that sounds horrible, doesn't it?
Would he kind of dive down at you the
Yes.
way Storm Eagle does?
Yeah, well, kind of. Not like that whole off the screen and then just at an angle, but yeah, there would maybe be a little bit of a shallower dive.
Hmm.
So I think a
Would the
shallower.
Soil Man weapon just like stun him? Like he would just like hit a wall almost?
Yeah, well, yeah. It would, yeah. It would bring him down and then stun him for a moment. Of course, there would be I kind of like having the temporary invincibility for bosses. I kind of like that to a degree, so you're not just completely just cheesing it with, oh, here's a boom attack, boom attack, boom attack. You got to put some more work into it. So, but yeah, so that's how that is. The level um, kind of carries on from Soil Man. So there are the what I'm thinking is it's a mix. Half of the level would be almost like these plains, and it would have like a Mongolian tinge to it.
Hmm.
So you could have maybe like just a bunch of different just vibes to it, and then the other half of it being desert or arid environment, kind of like an Arabian tinge a la Flame Man from Mega Man 6. Um, and then obviously this is where the annoying Falcon robots would come in, and then you'll
Is
truly
it
be
all
playing.
birds on this stage?
Well, no, I think you could have like with the like say with the Mongolian one, you could have like bison of some sort,
Hmm.
or some larger nomadic creature, or in robot form, um, and just that coupled with I'd almost say it would be maybe less dealing with the robots and more dealing with the level, or maybe pitfalls and just kind of that sort of thing. So it's a little less on the action and stuff, but yeah, you're dealing with a quick man that flies. Um, so and then the
Peregrine
power up.
Falcon, man.
Do it.
That's just like the Peregrine Falcon.
Yeah, right.
Fastest,
Exactly.
fastest
Yeah.
animal.
And the power up you get would be called Falcon Shot, instead of Falcon Punch, but it is. I'm trying to remember how to describe it, or not describe it. How like what attack kind of. I think it's from. I think it's Sigma. Sigma has that blade strike that kind of the projectile blade strike where it shoots out or something, but it's just a
Like a
very
leaf
shallow
shaped kind.
crescent.
Yeah.
So it would be kind of like that, not as big, but just maybe about half that size, but it's hyper fast.
Hmm.
Isn't necessarily strong. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it would be it would be the key weapon to help against the Wily machine.
Be like chained, or you could like shoot like three really quick in succession or something.
I think it would be just it would be it would I want it to be like so fast you could chain it. Yeah, you could just real quick and deplete your energy and stuff, but you're not doing a ton of damage with it.
Hmm.
So
That makes sense.
yeah, so but yeah,
This
uh,
is the stage that separates the veteran players to the novice players. Kind of.
um, I at least in the performance of like dealing with obstacles, yeah. There is a robot master still to come that I specifically laid out that this would be the like this is the one that you get bragging rights if you beat it with the Buster kind of thing. But I'll mention that one when it comes to time too. So yeah, so halfway through the robot masters, so Mothman, Farmer Man, Soil Man, and Falcon Man.
Right. So for my next one, I have Bullion Man.
Okay.
I was trying to think. Well, I really want like a stage that really showcases money or cash or gold. So
Okay.
I was kind of leaning more to like the gold aspect, gold, silver, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've had like Jewel Man, we've had like some these. Oh, what's the other one? Anyways, I'm thinking of Jewel Man specifically.
Mm.
So I just kind of thought it'd be cool to have a gold theme, and so like gold bars, silver coins, just like stuff like this. And I
Mm-hmm.
think it'd be really neat. Like it's kind of an untapped element in Mega Man, right? That's I remember when I listened to our previous recording as well. I like when Mega Man Robot Masters have kind of function in society. A
Yeah.
lot of them are supposed to be, like, isn't Fireman? Isn't he built to remove trash or something like that? Isn't that
From what I
his
remember, yeah,
function?
his was being the
Something
incinerator.
like this, right? Yeah, yeah. So like I like the idea of like they are, at least many of them are built with a principal purpose of
Mm-hmm.
functioning in some way for societal use. So I kind of see Bullion Man as the same thing, right? Like a banking robot of some kind. Like he's a day-to-day robot that's used for these kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the design wouldn't be, again, maybe horribly exciting. It would be pretty straightforward. Like either he's kind of like his body is shaped like a giant gold coin or something like this. I didn't think of it being almost like Strike Man's kind of design a little bit,
Okay.
but just more coin shaped. Just
Mm-hmm.
really simple looking. And then I thought of the weapon as being just like shields. Almost every Mega Man game pretty much now has a shield. So just kind
Mm.
of saw it as like maybe 5 gold bars, like as the shield, right? The bullion shield or something like that.
Is it gone after one hit, or is it like oh,
Oh, you would get five
5
hits.
hits? Okay.
All you would
Okay.
get, each one would, yeah. So you'd be able to use it like that. But you couldn't throw this shield.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
It's just like it stays around Mega Man, but it can't be thrown.
Mm.
You can move, like you can leave it on and you can move, but you can't throw it.
Can you shoot through
Yeah,
it,
it's
or
just
is it
I
just
like the idea.
would it only be just a shield?
Just a shield. It can't be thrown.
Well, no, no, no. I'm not saying thrown, but could you like proc it and then shoot through it, or is it just nope? You're just that's what you are set to. You are in defense mode.
Just straight shield.
Okay.
You can't adjust it. So I think there's a lot you can do with the stage. Could either be like in a bank,
Mm-hmm.
like in a bank vault type thing, right? Where
Yeah.
you can go through like a Scrooge McDuck in a pool of gold coins, and
All right.
you're kind of sinking. You have to keep jumping to get out of it. That kind of thing. You have like dollar bill robots that are kind of like. Remember in Jewel Man there was those green things that fell from the ceiling, and they were like spikes. When they hit the ground, they'd like start spinning and go really fast across the screen and try to hit you.
Vaguely.
And it fell like leaves. It kind of felt kind of like leaves, their trajectory, and then they'd hit the ground and they'd
Oh,
come
I
flying
kind
at
of
you.
I vaguely remember.
It's on the Jewel Man stage, but I kind of see that, but more like a dollar bill. Like they
Okay.
try to hit you and take off damage, and just kind of that thing, or maybe some kind of robot that's got like a bag of coins and throwing coins at you, just
Mm.
stuff like that. I think a money theme is a really untapped thing that could be done in a Mega Man game. So.
Okay. The I do like when they do have the oh it's kind of their main purpose that's been abused by Wily to really make things bad.
Right.
Mind you, of course, I didn't do that with all of them, but I think the next one actually is kind of similar. I would say Soil Man kind of fits that, and Farmer Man. I think those two.
Soil
Yeah,
Man definitely is. Yeah, like
yeah,
they seem like they have a function in society.
right. This next one does as well, and that
Okay.
is if this is another one I couldn't quite decide which one I wanted to go with. I want to call him Weatherman,
Okay.
but in the same hand, I want to call him Climate Man. Weatherman because the level is like a weather station.
Hmm.
So yeah, we'll go with Weatherman. We'll call him Weatherman. Um, yeah, so it's a weather station. You're going through the weather station. You make it a super massive weather station. Um, but the building and everything like that, where you're, I would imagine it as it would have um, excuse me, it would have like a you would go into a room and it would have a it would flicker, not like rapidly, but it would be a either there's a bunch of different ways you go with it. You go with it where you'd have to hit like a couple different things to break like a bulb of the machine to stop the green screen effect. So maybe there's like a obstacle puzzle or a bunch of robots that you have to beat to kind of disable the shield of it, and then you bust the bulb, and it would just kind of make a green screen effect, and then just kind of blow it, like washes it all away. Or if you couldn't destroy it, that it would flicker between, oh, here's a green screen, and then the green screen turns on, quote unquote, and then there's like robots around pitfalls and stuff like that. And then the robot master would have the ability to like, do different kind of weather effects and stuff. So one would be using rain, similar to how Frogman stages, where it's kind of constantly, you know, going in one direction, so it's really hard to jump forward and stuff, and then having being able to do like similarly to Sheepman's Cloud Thunderbolt, but without the cloud, it's just kind of like a thunderbolt that maybe like sparks up at the top of the ceiling of the room and then shoots down. And then another one would be like a wind blast, where if it hits, it shoots you back, and if it's not the whole distance, we'll say, let's just say like it'll shoot you back, but the hit doesn't hurt you unless you hit the back of the wall, kind of thing.
Mhm.
Um, and then
Yeah.
the power up that you would actually get from that would be similar to um, Gravity Man's, where it would kind of almost be like that. I think it's Gravity Man's from five, except for it's a green screen crash. So what it would do, um, it wouldn't destroy the enemies outright unless they're really weak, but it would wipe the screen of the projectiles and damage enemies on the screen.
Okay. Does this character like Weatherman? Does he have like a thermometer in his body or something like that? That's like when
That's
you're saying like
yeah.
how
I see. I didn't think as much on the actual looks of all of them. Yeah,
design. Yeah.
I could see that like that. Yeah, because you want to differentiate them from Soil Man, who's more scientific looking. Um, yeah, you
Maybe he's like
have
getting angry, like his temperature's
is
like you see
rising.
the red is rising, and then he like his power level goes down to half, and then his temperature rises, so he's like frustrated and angry, so he
It's
attacks faster or
Oh,
something like
it's
that.
similar to the special attacks that happen in Mega Man Seven, where you hit them with certain
Hmm.
attacks and they go berserker.
Something like that.
Yeah, yeah. So
I see some Tornado Man assets being used on this stage.
okay,
Like
yeah.
those falling umbrellas and like the rain kind
Mm,
of like you said, just like Toad Man, like some stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know why I said Frogman. Yeah,
for the
Toadman.
wind
Yeah.
parts at least.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, Toadman too, right? But just like yeah, we're using some of those
Well, not
assets.
Toadman.
Maybe.
It's Toadman. I just said Frogman, but yeah, I meant Toadman. Yeah,
Oh, well, yeah, no,
yeah.
whatever. I get it.
So, but
Yeah, something like that would be
yeah,
cool.
but this would be one of those where the it's the Falcon shot it works, but it's not really great. It's kind of one of those. It's like this is one of those I could figure. Oh, you could. This one isn't terribly difficult. You just if you play moderately okay, you should be able to be. It's more of a um, it's more of an all-encompassing challenge with dealing with the effects plus the attacks and just
Hmm.
dealing with it. Like you could, yeah, there could even be a thing where it causes the whole floor to go icy, so you're having to deal with ice physics. So,
No, you could do like again, like the Farman. You can do quite a lot with this,
yeah.
like pretty far reaching. So.
So that is that's number 5. So over to you, Mr. Sushi B.
All right. Just kind of looking. Because I have more than 8 here. Um, I'm gonna go with. er, You've kind of got like a little bit of that music thing, so I was gonna go with Record Man.
Okay.
Like as in a long play record,
Yeah.
or I thought you could do like Cassette Man. I guess you could do a few different things there. CD Man didn't really roll off the tongue, so I didn't
Yeah.
go compact disc man. Like Record Man, very musical themed stage where again you can do a lot of stuff. I mean, I kind of envisioned like a mini boss of like a DJ stage of some kind, where he's playing certain music, and so certain robot masters would come to the stage, and you'd have like a little, not like a dance off per se, but like where you had a little mini battles of like maybe say 3 or 4 little mini robot bosses kind of thing.
Okay.
I kind of envisioned Record Man looking like a turntable.
All right.
Kind of like how he would look a little bit. And then just throw records basically would be like his thing. Kind of that would look a little bit like a Metal Man.
Gotcha.
A similar look to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is I like this, since Mega Man does kind of have that undercurrent of a music motif, right, with the names of characters and things like that. A little bit inspired by last time we did this was Greg had come up with Jazzman. So it's like, okay, cool. Like, and I think his Jazzman character was shaped like a
saxophone or something?
something to that effect, something like that. Yeah, something like that. So it's kind of inspired by his pick last time as well. You can just see a lot of you can do a lot, right? And you don't have to be limited to just using records. Like you could have characters that look like cassette tapes, whatever, right? Like from the when did cassette
Walkmans.
tapes come around? Was it 1960s? 70s, 80s, 90s? Does that sound about right?
I mean, 90s is well too late for the cassette tape, and they're definitely around in the
Well,
80s.
there were still cassette tapes in the
Yeah.
90s, for sure there was.
Well, right. No, I'm saying that's. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't know when they started, but anyways, like
They start. I
cassette
wanted to
tapes or
say
whatever.
they start because you had the before the cassette tape. You had the what type of tape was that? It was like an
Track.
8.5 track tape or something. Yeah.
8 tracks.
8-track. Thank you.
Eight tracks in the 70s. So
Yeah. So
these
it's
things were
either
close to-
late
maybe it was the 70s where they
70s
were
or
like
so.
mass produced.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that honestly, late
Yes,
70s sounds wrong. Anyways, yeah. No, I get you. I like it. I like that.
Yeah, so just kind of playing like with the medium of the music industry, right? Of like how maybe you have 8 tracks on there too. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe a little marching 8 tracks attacking you or something.
I think a fun auxiliary ability for this would be it would similar like I'm assuming the power up would be you would throw records as well, a la Metal Man.
Yeah, like I said, kind of like Metal Man's.
Yeah. I think it would be swell, neat, and I don't know how difficult it would be to do this, but that by programming it so that you'd have the directional attacks with similarly to metal blade, right? And by doing so, you were able to scratch the level that you're playing when throwing them. It's like scratch
It would change
the
the audio.
stage. Well, yeah, scratch the audio.
That'd be interesting.
That would
It's really
be
breaking the fourth wall.
that would be really cool.
It'd be pretty hard to program an 8-bit, I guess, though.
Yeah,
Maybe not. I don't know. I'm
I
not
don't know.
programming.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think that would be wild. I would love that.
That'd be
I
pretty
wouldn't be
good.
very good at it, but I would love that.
Or maybe there's just like a, like in Mega Man X, you can get the Hadouken. Maybe there'd be like just like some little special secret spot on stage that allowed you to do something like that as a sound test
Oh,
area or
right.
something.
Yeah.
Maybe if you couldn't do it for the whole game or something.
Or after you beat it, it just unlocks a DJ
Yeah,
mode.
something that we can in DJ mode. You'd have to have you'd have to have Proto Man as the
That's the
DJ.
DJ.
Give him something to do for this game.
Oh no, Proto Man. Oh, all right. Okay.
Proto Man.
Wait, what?
Isn't there a band, the Proto Man?
Yeah, there are. Yes, the Proto Man. They just released their third album. Finally. So, good stuff. Good stuff. So, yes. So, the next one. This is the one that I want to make be dastardly hard for a boss fight. Um, so this is the one I was kind of alluding to before, partially because of the initial name that I wanted to go with, but I'm going to change it. Because this is another one I was debating
Is this going to
on.
be something really crazy?
Um, yeah, we'll find out. Hologram Woman.
Hologram. Okay.
Yeah, so it has the digital vibe. I'm thinking that either you can flip it. Actually, yeah, we'll start off with the first half of the level being kind of like an homage to Blade Runner or just cyberpunk in general.
Hmm?
Yeah, you guys got that and stuff, and eventually transitions into more of a digital vibe, a la Sheepman stage. And I get everybody mocked Sheepman because of hot static electricity. It just doesn't really fit. I get it, but the stage itself is there's nothing wrong with it. Like, but something akin to that. You have like a seedy cyberpunk, start a vibe to it, and kind of get like Nitro Man stage a little bit there from 10 as well, um, and then kind of transition over into this digital setting. The where the where the let's see here, how this would be so difficult is that I imagine this fight would be hectic in that it is just she would be able to create multiple multiple fake versions of herself, and then just like rapid fire kind of stuff. Just assaults, fake shots going all out, and just being quick, less because of being speedy and more because of being able to appear and then reappear in different places throughout
Is it easy to spot which is the original, which are the copies?
Well, it would. I would say that it is. If you were to just line them up, yes, but it would be kind of similar to Falcon Man's, but more frenetic because there's just more hologram stuff going on. Because initially I wanted to call it Illusion Woman because it's kind of almost putting on a facade on different, just through like holographic illusions and trying to mess with you that way. But I was like, you know what, I kind of want to skew more into the holographic side of things.
I like
Uh,
Illusion Woman though. That sounds cool too.
yeah. So well, yeah. So
You start
that's
telling me holographic, and all I can think of is 1990s comic books with those where they're trying to sell like 10 million copies of a book. So they're like,
all
it's
right.
got a
We'll go with
hologram on it.
Illusion Woman then. Gracious. But
Either works.
yeah. So but yeah, creating like multiple holographic images. Um, to or holograms to just really mess with you, and it's going so fast that the way to really counter it would be to just wipe the board, kind of thing. So it's like, okay, I can't deal with this. Whoop, just that's where the green screen crash comes in. So
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that stuff. Well, the stage sounds fine. I'm not looking forward to the Robot
yeah,
Master.
the Robot Master. Yeah, it would be a really like that one to me is like, yes, let us make this just. This is the one where you're like, okay, if I can get this with just the Buster, that's that's an achievement kind of thing you throw into a game to really get the one the really hardcore good Mega Man players. This is where you test their metal.
Many a speed run die to die at the Illusion Woman stage,
Right.
Hologram Woman stage.
All right. So and then the power up is, how to put this. The power up is kind of similar to Flashman's in that it will drain as it's being used. So you'd still be able to oh you would still be able to, what am I thinking? Um,
You can keep moving around even though the screen's
well,
frozen.
no, less that. You're still able to um, menu and unequip it, so it wouldn't be like you're forced locked into using it the whole time. Because I think that's kind of
Okay.
what happens with Flashmans, if I remember correctly. You're kind of stuck just using it.
Yes, I think so.
So this is so you it would it's a shield, so but there would be like a hazy effect around, almost like producing, not almost, but it would be producing like three ish Mega Mans, but they're like really bunched together. um, when you take damage, it damages the weapon energy until it depletes.
Hmm.
So, and it's analogous to it. It maybe might make it 1.5 times damage or something where. But however, if you do shoot, it does the same thing where it is a triple shot. So it would hit. Um, so it'd be kind of similar where it has the hazy effect, but it would count as like one like really strong shot or something. Um, and yeah, but and then it would drain, of course, drain the energy, but it would drain the energy at a slower pace than the um, uh, oh, taking damage. So
And then if Mega Man's taking damage, or what if the copies are hit? Does it matter?
well, no, they would be like really bunched up, so it would almost make them look like a little fatter kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So it's but it wouldn't it's not the um, the fatness. It's just the OG taking damage kind of thing. So yeah, that would be
Interesting.
maybe just a hologram projection.
Did X have something like this where you could throw like a Mega Man projection and it could shoot? Was it like a green colored Mega Man?
If so, it would be one of the later ones that I haven't gotten to. I've only really played through 1 through 3, and I did a partial bit of
I
4,
I
but
thought there was one where you could like copy yourself and you whole intention is to get the boss trapped in the middle where you've put the copy on one side and it's shooting, it just automatically starts shooting. You're on the other side, so you're kind of like you shoot it and it kind of causes the boss to keep just getting stuck in the middle because it like you hit them and they get
okay.
stunned and then they get hit on the other side. I think there
That's
was this
that sounds like something to be like X5 or something.
something. It sounds like I vaguely remember this power up. Yeah, same as you. I haven't really played much of the X series, so
So, but yeah, that's my sixth robot master, and that
okay.
one's your yeah. that's the that's the make or break point.
Yeah, so that's where speed runs go to die.
Right.
Okay. Well, like I said, I have a few here, so I'm gonna just try to pick the ones that I think maybe match best with the other ones here, and I'm gonna cross this one off my list because the Robot Master isn't similar to one you just said, but the stage was, and that was Neon Man. It's gonna
Okay.
have a very like Blade Runner or like a Hong Kong kind of skyline with all these kind of tube lights and really
Mm.
like flashing. Um, really like that idea for a Mega Man stage.
No,
Um,
I do like the just even the just the boss idea, like a neon.
yeah, where you'd kind of like light up and like would go black so that he could kind of hide in the shadow. Like the screen would go black and he would go black. You could only just kind of trace his eyes a little bit as
Okay.
he's moving around. And kind of, I seen it where there'd be like tube lights,
Hmm.
all like as the part of the backdrop, and that's how he's kind of moving around the screen, as like he's kind of channeling
Hmm.
around on the currents of the lights as they're turned off. Um, Screw it. You know what? I'll put that as my robot master. Why not? Still, I've got a couple here, so I will match it after something else. But it would be very similar to the first half of your last robot master for the hologram one,
Hmm.
or just yeah, kind of really highlighting uh, like those really bright colors that especially like in the late 80s and 90s. Remember like all the packaging had all these kind of that's like really bright, loud orange, really bright, loud green colors, that kind of thing. It really
Unnatural,
emphasized that.
colors you would
Yeah.
not find out in nature.
No, no, like when you're getting a cup of those, whatever juice crystals and it's that color and you're drinking, you're just like, this is not natural at all. Um, yeah, so I kind of like that idea for Neon Man.
Okay, yeah, no, I do I like
Keep
that
that one short and
idea.
sweet.
You didn't want to chain a few of them together, or are you just gonna? Cause how many
Um,
more do you have? Because
no,
I've
what
got
I'm gonna do is,
because I have the two more, and then I like I told you, I also just came up with just three ideas for Wily stage bosses, and then the Wily machine. So
I have 8 more, so why don't we do the final two? Then I'll rattle mine off, and then you go ahead and you do your
rattle.
Wily Gauntlet.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. The seven of eight that I got here is Justice Man.
It's
So
like a police officer.
courtroom aesthetics. He looks like a judge.
Aesthetics. Are we gonna get? Is he gonna look like Phoenix Wright since it's Capcom property?
No, he'd look like the judge
Or like have
from
a little
Phoenix
Phoenix
Wright.
Wright cameo or something?
You'd have some robots that would look like Phoenix Wright or something like that.
Could have a little Phoenix Wright cameo, I'm
Yeah,
sure, right?
yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. But yeah, just those courtroom aesthetics and stuff. I imagine the fight itself would be like a straightforward, hard hitting fight. Similarly, but more dangerous than Nightman from Mega Man 6. Um, so it would be kind of just rough and tough 'em, go at it. And the power up that you would get is like a gavel, um, and it turns the Buster into a close range kind of attack that would be like a quarter circle distance, almost like has like a comically large hammer kind of attack, but a gavel striking down.
You're not gonna go with a screen clearing gavel.
Nope, no, we already got we
That's
already got the screen clearing
I know.
green screen. So nope, we're just going to go with kind of something axe chopping action with a gavel.
You're not going to go for the Phoenix Wright objection
Objection? No.
show
Yeah, no.
and in like the childish Mega Man voice.
Objection. But
Maybe
yeah.
that is the secret power up in this game. Instead of a Hadouken, is on that stage you find a Phoenix Wright. What was that thing called? The Doctor Light, or those machines that you
Oh, the
step on to get
capsule, the
your
hyper cap. Is it a hyper
the
capsule?
capsules thing? Yeah, like a Phoenix Wright capsule.
That would be pretty funny.
I know I'm taking it a little too far now, but Justice. I do like the name Justice Man. It's a good one.
Yeah.
But I immediately thought of like a state trooper or something. Which would be a
Oh.
pretty cool Robot Master too, right? With the shades on.
Uh,
Superman. I don't know.
gracious. This could be certainly like that, or that could be like a mid boss thing, I guess, or something. Maybe, right?
Yeah, and maybe yeah, bailiff. That's the
Bailiff.
mid-boss.
You could see like how obnoxious just robots or something that would have like a stun, temporary stun from like throwing handcuffs or something. Something ridiculous.
Got to get a Jim Carrey liar liar reference in there somewhere. Mommy lies, daddy lies, and the wonderful Jerry lies.
Uh, just what's that? Just what's that line? Have it scrawled in the on the background of the pen is blue.
It's blue, yeah.
Just
Royal blue.
yeah, just leave it at that. You don't have to go any further. The most
That's a good
subtle
little
nod.
cheek gag. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's a good joke.
So, but yeah.
Either that or guy grabbing a air freshener going, I'm taking this. It's my favorite scene in the movie.
I will also say this in mentioning these last three. I would almost see it being a conduit going in both directions. I kind of like the idea of having Robot Masters have multiple different weaknesses. So in this in particular, I could almost see going in both directions between Justice Man and then Hologram Woman or Illusion Woman. But also the one following, same thing. So, but
It'd be cool if the gavel could like instantly take away the clones in hologram. Like if you used it and it hit the clone, like it would just automatically
like, clear out the
banish
other
them
ones.
really
There you go.
quickly.
Yeah. I like that.
Because it
Yeah.
would be like a secret attack or
It would,
whatever.
yeah.
Like a little secret.
It would be like
They're not supposed to go in that order.
kind of like a mid-range difficulty for it. So Buster's ultimate gavel would make it easier, but not because you have to get closer. Not like right up on, but I would say hey, maybe a second Mega Man distance, but maybe a little bit more. So you're still having to be close range, where then the easy way is just straight up using the quote unquote stronger weakness.
Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that does Justice Man. Back to you.
So I'll wrap up with my two that I have in game. So I had Carrier Man.
That was the seventh
this-
one, right? So,
Would I not have two left?
right, but I still have an eighth one.
It's your seven.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have two left.
Okay. Just the way it's set. Okay, sorry.
Sorry. So anyway, Carrier Man. So it would be on an aircraft carrier as a stage. So just kind of going that
Okay.
progression, starting at the edge of the carrier. Again, kind of like Storm Eagle, right, where you're kind of going on the. Is it a blimp? Is Storm Eagle a blimp? Yet up top? Okay, anyways, it's irrelevant.
Mm.
Basically, start on one end of the aircraft carrier, getting to the other, and you get the little planes like taking off and coming and trying to attack you. They kind of come back and fly back on screen and stuff like that. Um, I really like that idea of being on just like one long continuous stage kind of thing,
Okay.
and kind of a little platform going up and down, working your way through that kind of thing. Maybe get through the control deck area, and then come out the back end where Carrier Man would be, and Carrier Man would just essentially be, yes, like a miniaturized aircraft carrier. And I saw his attacks being like little jet fighters, like flying off of him to
Okay.
strike you, but like to like kamikaze, like fly right at you, and
Yeah.
not like shoot at you, but like fly at you.
Hmm.
So that would be they'd almost look like little Galaga ships. like,
Okay. All
I guess I
right.
could envision like their design, like flying straight at Mega Man. And, it's just like a other kind of military. We have like Commando Man and a few others like that.
Mm.
Um, just like that idea of having something, but kind of on the Navy side of things.
Mm.
So, yeah, pretty straightforward one.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, yeah, like you said, it does. Yeah, the Navy really, when they've had some militaristic ones, they've not, you know, yeah, they've done more with napalm than they have with navies. So that's
Yeah, I
something.
suppose. And
So,
Commando Man's basically a big tank, right?
right.
So as long as they're not playing in the Navy,
No. An
we can
8-bit
sail 7
rendition of
feet
it.
forward.
That would
Well,
actually,
that would be pretty cool if it
it
was a
would be,
gauntlet
it would be
of
kind of funny.
the village people as mini bosses the whole way through.
Oh gracious.
Back to you.
All right. So the last one that I have here, um, I what I can't remember what it was called, but there was the fan Mega Man game that I really liked that I played through. I streamed it at one point. Many moons ago. It's like Mega Man. I don't know, what was it called? Uh, if I had my old computer, I could instantly tell you, but I don't have it. So I'm going to look it up because I totally forget real quick. But
There
you,
was, I remember, a Mega Man versus Street Fighter and stuff at one point. And
yeah, no, it's and it's not corrupted. Oh, what? It was in the 8-bit style, really great music. Um, but I can't. Unlimited. That's what it was. Mega Man Unlimited. And one of the secret bosses. Do you remember all of the fun of the disappearing blocks?
like most of the Mega Man games?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So those are called what? Roku blocks or something?
something like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, um, that that game has that as a secret boss, and uh, it's all about the Roku blocks, and some of them are fake, some of them are annoying, and the music in the stage uses the Roku block appear sound to mess with you. Um,
Oh, jeez.
oh yeah, it's great, it's fantastic, and so I want something similar to that in just being troublesome and a mess because this last one I almost want to drop the man or woman name entirely and just call it corruption. Or if we had to use a man, it would be like Glitch Man. Some nods and winks and of viruses and such, but that or maybe you maybe even call it like rampancy man. That'd actually be kind of a because you're kind of getting into to AI robots and rampancy idea and stuff. But you just kind of this mess of things kind of glitching out and just it almost looks like when the cartridge pins aren't connected properly, so you get this kind of mess.
All right.
Yeah, so I would say that that's what the stage is kind of like. Is just is that the fight would be similar to Skullman from Mega Man 4, and
Hmm.
the hits would cause brief screen flickering just to fuddle you further. There would have to be
Interesting.
a oh, there'd have to be a warning when you play my game. The what is that? The
Number of seizure warnings.
seizure warning. Yes, because just because of this. The power up you
Or
would get.
flicker.
Yeah, the power up that you would get is corruption shield, an encircling power that protects. But the thing is that when you hit it, the shield it pops up, but when you let go of the power for it, it disappears. The thing is that if you hold it down, energy drains for a tiny little bit. Oh, actually, no. The energy doesn't drain as it's used. However, if the shield is hit, it drains the energy and it stops the shield. Um, the other thing with it is that if you hold it down for too long, and I don't mean like a long time, but maybe like as long as you would generally for the buster shot, or like the charged buster shot, it actually causes the shield to explode outward. So, and
Oh,
it would break up into like four segments, or
segments. Yeah.
yeah. So, and does damage that way.
Trying to envision what the shield looks like, and I guess I
Just a
see it
ring,
as.
like a ring of mess. At least that's what I had. You'd
Yeah, I
probably
mean
have
the
a better.
parts though. So it's just like the pieces of the ring itself, and I guess I see it as like almost looking like corrupt files. So it'd be like character like other robots, but like just
Oh,
like chunks of them,
I like that. I like that.
like where it's like here's the eye of the gorilla, but and you can see the color scheme is there, but it's all garbled, right? Like you're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's probably what that looks like, and there's one that looks like Rush, but it changes. It's completely random. Like the
Yeah,
shield
yeah,
will
yeah,
never look the
yeah,
same.
yeah, yeah. I
Constantly
like
changing.
that.
That'd be pretty neat. Be a nightmare to program, but be neat.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how hard that would. Excuse me, that would be. But
But man, really sounds like it would be like the ninth Robot Master, though, like a super secret thing,
well, that's kind of what Rokuman was. Rokuman was a secret one that
right?
you had to get. I could see that, but I kind of. I was like, in one hand, I like it. In the
It's
other
all good in
hand,
the main game.
yeah, and I'm kind of like, no, that's fine. There's enough here. There's enough here for you to chew on for it just to be as is. And
'Cause I know what your ninth Robot Master has to be now,
oh no,
but
what's
you have
that?
Corrupt Man as your eighth. You're gonna have a super secret Mighty Number Nine ninth stage. Use Corrupt Man to wipe Mighty Number Nine off the face of the earth. This game never existed. It's corrupted.
We'll make Mighty Number Nine cry like an anime fan on prom night.
That'd be the ultimate jab, wouldn't it? Especially now that company folded. That'd
All
be like
right.
the ultimate insult. The final, what was it? Naked Gun 33 and a third, a final insult.
Gracious. But yeah, that is my eighth and last one, and once again, thematically, corruption, justice. Well, yeah. Come on.
It's good. With corruption.
There's kind of an overarching theme for the sort of for the Robot Masters, is that it's almost like reality and truth versus illusions, lies, and deception and corruption and stuff. So it's kind of, kind of the overarching theme for the whole thing. I mean, Falcon Man's a little out of place, perhaps, but I don't know. That was not necessarily what I was going for, but in the same hand, um, it does thread the needle. I feel.
Was the story of this game Dr. Wily trying to become a politician? Would it
Oh,
fit with all of that stuff?
we will get to what the Wily Machine is. He's not a politician, but I I do like where you're going with that.
Okay, so I'll keep mine brief here as well. The last one, and then I'll just kind of fire off the names of the other ones I was kind of piecing together.
Okay.
For the final one, and I'm kind of open to suggestions on the name if you can think of something a little more clever. I had Agent Man,
What was
and
that?
this goes back to you and I, Agent Man,
Okay.
uh, because you and I have a strong affinity for Bond series. So I was
Mm-hmm.
trying to think of like Secret Agent, because a Secret Agent theme stage where you have like kind of the gentleman spy.
Mm.
So I kind of saw the Robot Master looking like the gentleman spy, right? Like wearing a tux with the black bow tie and the red flower, or something like this.
Call him
Very kind of
Incognito Man.
the incognito man, guy incognito. That looks exactly like me. Uh, get out of here, Homer. We know it's just you. It's Homer. Maybe quite go that extreme with it, but I just thought Secret Agent Man just sounds too long, right? So
Right.
I went with it's kind of open to maybe another name. But yeah, Agent Man, just to kind of give it's again a theme that's never really been touched upon, right? Like anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a spy theme kind of thing. You could
Okay.
have other robots on the stage that look maybe like the spy versus spy guys, like kind of running around and planting bombs on the stage and things like that for you to run into, or
Yeah.
little things like that, right? Like an homage to all kinds of spy type media, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that concept. Like something maybe an eye patch mid boss, like that just looks like with some really goofy contraption where Mega Man is, like think of all the death traps, like in all these like Bond movies where it's like you're gonna die very slowly, like a buzzsaw coming at you or whatever, like something like this.
I expect you to
It'll be like
die,
the mid
Mega Man
boss.
on the background.
Yeah, yeah. Something like that. Yeah, he's like attached to like some kind of laser beam or something silly like this. Um, I just think you could do a really fun homage type stage with a whole bunch of ideas. So that
All
was my
right.
idea for maybe the final one.
I can't think of a better name, but I do like that. Yeah, it once again feeds into the having some sort of quote unquote real world use, and
Mhm.
that and it also just kind of skews into something that's there but in the tertiary, and it's not just okay, well it's an ice thing, oh it's a fire thing, oh it's a wood thing. No, it's a little bit more, oh, esoteric's not the right word for abstract, a little bit more abstract
Hmm.
and less concrete.
For sure.
Eat it, concrete man.
Yeah.
So I like it. I
Absolutely.
like it. What would the power up be though? What
Um,
would it be, like a sniper shot
it's a bit
kind of thing,
tricky.
where it'd
Yeah.
just be like an
I
auto
was
hit
kind
almost?
of thinking like that. Yeah, I was thinking something like that, where it's like a perfect shot. Maybe
Okay.
you can only shoot it like 3 times and the energy's out.
Yeah.
Something like that. It would just be a really point accuracy type weapon.
Hmm.
Whereas if you miss once, yeah, you down like a third of the power, the
Okay.
energy of it, or something like that.
Gotcha. Do you have to be stationary for it? You got to be planted.
Uh, no, I didn't quite think that far.
I
I
had.
would guess
Oh,
not, maybe.
gotcha. I had thought of that for Climate Man. The power up. Initially, I was thinking, oh, it'd be kind of cool to have it to be the weapon changes by your movement. So if you're stationary, it'd be one thing. If you're running, it'd be something different. If you're jumping, it would be something different. If you're in a slide, it'd be like four different types of attacks. But I was like, okay, neat, but right. But it was like we'll skew a different way for it. So
You would bring that to the programmer's table, and they would tell you to leave immediately.
This is a flat no.
Game.
No.
An 8-bit game, right?
So, but all right. Okay, but yeah, I like that. That is because you could have some nice theming with that. And just some cool aesthetics. What are the other few that you had?
So let's rattle them off quick. I had like Artist Man, so
Okay.
very art type stage, right? You could like put even like classical art in the background where you have like a Mona Lisa, like it's like just something
Have
really just out there. Right?
have purposely, where instead of it
Right.
just being like a bunch of asset reuses, have it be that it is a bunch of duplicates because they're duplicating art. That's their evil.
Yeah, you can do that. I was thinking the weapon of that stage would totally be Andy Warhol Campbell soup can. You throw it at somebody.
Oh heavens.
Be a joke. So yeah, Artist Man. I had Shrink Man because I kind of like the idea of making everything small. Like that's something we've never really seen in Mega Man before, right? Where you're kind of Mega Man gets shrunk at the start of the stage, and how he's fighting, things that would be common objects, or they look huge now.
Yeah.
On the stage. I didn't get to like what the power-ups or anything would be like that. If I couldn't go with Bullion Man, I was going to go with Con Man. You're trying to steal, like he's trying to steal things from the bank. Chef Man,
Okay.
and and kind of similar like Farm Man, where you can really go really far with something like
Right,
Chef Man,
right.
And I think design would be pretty easy to probably make. Chemical Man, so I kind of thought something maybe kind of like Acid Man a little bit, where you're kind of playing with different chemical mixes on the stage that could cause like liquid to damage you, or
Yeah.
get less dangerous to jump in a puddle, or just stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. Just the last two. I like this one, but I couldn't really think of how to implement. That was like Marble Man. It's because like I know there's other.
Like marble is in the circle
bosses that you could have.
marble, or marble is in the
Yeah.
stone.
Well, I was
Or
thinking of both. Maybe you
okay.
kind of mix match both on the stage. Um, to me, you have like Spring Man. You have like some other stuff. What was the one from 10 or from 11? Bounce Man? Was it Bounce Man?
Bounce I thought was an
Pink?
8, or was that?
What was the one in 11?
Oh, maybe it was bounce. Wow, where you're kind of like the rubber balls all over the place and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might.
Kind of reminded me of
Probably.
that boy.
Okay. Yes.
And then the last one was Myth Man.
Ooh.
Like you could take this into any realm you wanted. You were talking about like the cryptozoology, where you could have, I don't know, whatever. I was thinking of like Yeti Man or something at one point too. So, but I thought Myth Man, you could do things like griffins on the stage, like gorgons, Cyclops, Cerberus, anything like a centaurs. Like you could do it like a Greek myth.
I mean, you can go a lot of ways. Like when you say that, like I get the aesthetic vibe of Centaur Man. Right.
Yeah, for sure. So you can kind of retread that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I was really
you
leaning
do
on
a lot of.
Yeti Man at one point
Okay.
for like the snow stage, and then I kind of leaned on to Rescue Man instead.
Yeah, I don't really have a snow sage. I felt very sad. But the closest you could probably get is like climate, weatherman's stage. You can have like snow pockets.
So those are mine. So why don't you
Okay.
get your end game there and see what happens.
All right, so the Wily stage. I have 4 bosses, and I'm gonna split 2 because I was gonna have one. Oh, you know what? I'll make one a mini boss, and then the one will be a boss. So the first step, I kind of like the idea of the approach to the Wily stage. They kind of do this a lot better. Not a lot, kind of, but they do this a lot better. I feel in X early games is that you have the approach up to Sigma's fortress, and then you get into the fortress proper. Usually in the first stage, but I kind of like the idea of having one stage, getting up to it, or at least getting heading towards it. And the mini boss would be like a cactus. I like the cactus. It's a little, so it'd be almost like this arid desert kind of vibe to lead up to it, almost like as if there was a mirage kind of setup. Yeah. Kind of keeping with the obfuscation and stuff. And then the boss for it would be like a in the shape of a sextant.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I like sextants. I think those are really cool. They're really neat. Um, and yeah. So, um, and
Maybe an
perhaps
oasis on that backdrop or something like that. Maybe?
yeah. Just kind of have that. That could be kind of like the kind of, if you're making it like a little bit of a story vibe to it, it could be like yeah, it's less that there's a super duper in your face prominent wily castle and more of like he's trying to be a little bit more sneaky. He's gotten beat up a few too many times, and he's like, you know what, I'm going to try a different approach for once. Mr. X didn't work, and trying to blackmail Cossack into doing it didn't work. We're gonna go a different route. Dark Man didn't work. Fine. We'll figure this out.
Work to blackmail Light more than once.
Right. So, and then the next boss would be a tower guardian, and I would think for this it would be a seamless, maybe 2-3 screens vertical. Either having to climb up to get to the top to damage, or you could make it less that it's seamless and more fragmented, kind of similarly to the final boss fight of FF6. Um, I'll just leave it at that because multi-tiered boss fight for FF6. You fight one segment, go to the next, go to the next, go to the next, and then final boss fight proper. But in dealing with a gauntlet of robots, and then also just having to damage the thing to destroy it.
The Colossus of Rhodes, something like that.
Right. Yeah. And then you get in, you get your wily quote unquote castle. And this one, I want to harken back all the way to Mega Man 1. I want a return of the clone fight.
Other than another Yellow Devil.
Yeah, no Yellow Devil. I'm tired of Yellow Devil. He's everywhere. He's in 1, he's in 3, he's in
tired.
11. I mean, yeah, he's if he ain't yellow, he's green. And I'm tired.
Basically get in 9.
Yeah. I'm tired, boss. I don't want him anymore. Yeah. You got the purple blob. Yeah, let's do the clone fight again. And if you try to change to a weapon, it'll change to the counter of that weapon as best as it can, right? So, not to say that it would how well that the weapons countering each other directly like that would do, but something to where it wouldn't just match you, and then you're like, oh well, I can, kind of like how it did with 1, where it was like, well, probably the best bet is the fire one because it produces that shield, and then you can use that to damage it. And I think it does a little bit more damage than just hitting it with the buster. But I want bring the clone fight back. I like that, as dastardly difficult as that fight was. That is I like it. So
I like
especially
the Power Guardian. Sounds cool.
yeah. And then that one made me. I think I was probably pulling from Rockman and Bass with King, but just on a grander scale, because that King fight is cool, but it would be cooler if it was a little bit bigger. But I don't know if you've played through Rockman and Bass, right?
Yeah, we played that before.
Oh yeah, we did a video. Oh, gracious! I was
I was
like,
playing the Game Boy Advance version. So
that's right, yeah, because it's all that makes it even worse because it's all
yeah,
just
you don't get a lot of
scrunched
screen.
together.
It's tough.
That's right.
That late section part where you're doing all that platforming
Ah,
and
it's brutal.
is it just like a flying
But
fortress boss thing
It's
or
King's
whatever the heck it was?
Fortress. There's a
Yeah,
couple
it's
spots I
not
think.
fun.
Yeah. So
Not fun.
and then the Wily machine is you know we've had pirates, we've had some other stuff, and it's always the skull motif. It needs to be a lich, like a wizard Wily machine theme.
Ooh,
Yeah, and this is where the Falcon shot comes in because I've been playing a lot of D&D lately with friends and family and stuff. But the wizard machine would have a shield, and so to break through the shield, you need to use the Falcon shot.
okay. You don't have to roll a 20-sided dice.
I mean, if you want to off the side, if you can, by all means. But yeah, so that was that is well, yeah, and then of course you'd have the Wily capsule fight afterwards. So, but those are
That's
that's
cool. I like the
yeah.
some good ideas.
Thank you.
I really want to see this Tower Guardian executed. I want to see what that looks like. Take a look.
Yeah, I kind of the easy way, of course, would just to make a a boring tower, but I kind of yeah I kind of like the the how you would put it and stuff. Uh, just something big and very oh this is thinking of like the Shadow of the Colossus kind of thing. Oh, this is trouble.
Hmm.
The final Colossus is like, oh, this is really bad. It's not that terrible, but it's like, oh, this is going to take some work. So
Right? Sounds cool. And if you did like parts where you're going up, you have to destroy like a little subsection that
yeah,
doesn't like bring the whole thing down, but it's like damaging because it's taking out its power sources on its way up, kind of thing.
yeah, yeah. So, but
Pretty cool.
that is build build a My Robot Master slash just making a Mega Man game. That's what I would go with. So.
It's great. It's great to go through a Mega Man sequel after all these years.
We've been left out to. Well, I mean, yeah, Capcom really doesn't seem to like Mega Man very much, but they try, but I don't know how hard they try.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, keep pumping out these collections and seemingly like different collections. Right? You've got the Power Force collection. You have the Battle Network collection. So
Mm-hmm.
there seems to be something kind of brewing here and there. Just not a lot of new stuff, but you
Well,
never
it's
know.
yeah, it's just it feels like it's I don't know in some way like I do like the drive mechanic that was in 11. I actually like, I know some people didn't really care for it. I thought it was a
I thought it was
neat
okay.
addition. I liked it. I feel like at times though they I get it the complaint that oh you're just churning out another Mega Man, especially when back in the day when it was like okay year after year here's a new Mega Man and there's not that much. But the thing is if people are having fun with it, it's the same thing with like Dark Souls or something. Like that. If somebody's having fun with it, how much do you need to reinvent the wheel? Um, Before it's like an overcorrection where then you become too hesitant to be like oh well maybe we shouldn't do that and it's like look what they did with 9 and 10. Yeah, they stripped it down and then you know people love 9 probably a lot more than 10, but they really enjoyed those. It's like you don't have to feel hyper obligated to then be like, well, we need to think of something new to really make it worth it. And it's like, well, I don't know, just how about make something and just make it fun. Like, you
Right.
know, that's really all it has to make it fun. It can be a little silly. Like, it's not a big deal, but that's where it feels like it shouldn't take a nearly a decade to come up with a Mega Man game. Like, part of it I get is like, well, the story lore, like it's Mega Man. Do we really? I know some people feel for it and they really enjoy it, and that's their bread and butter. I mean, I liked Legends, and they left them on the moon, so it's kind of like, okay, it is what it is. It's just in the same hand. It's like, okay, I can have fun with it and just be as it is, and then just go on my merry way. So I feel like that would behoove Capcom when it comes to making Mega Man games, but so.
Hopefully they never try to make any stupid characters like, Legend Man and EXE Man or whatever. Like, just start taking other Mega Man characters, the main characters, just shoving them in there,
Oh gracious.
novelizing their own characters into the main Blue Bomber series or something.
Oh, that would be something. And not a good
Stupid.
something.
That
It's
would be
different.
stupid.
Gracious. All right. Any
Hopefully not.
last things you want to tack on here before we?
I do not, but I think we should do this again sooner than later. We pulled a Capcom on this one, so waiting as long as we did to make a sequel. So we should do one sooner than later.
I can check it too. Yeah, but yeah, thanks everybody for listening. If you've got your own Robot Nesta idea, or even just a whole slew of them, obviously you don't have to make a whole Mega Man game like I did, and then, I did kind of leave some of it to the imagination. But yeah, definitely let us know and all that sort of fun jazz. Thanks for listening, and have a good day. Doodles.